Woman is God, plain and simple. She's the mother of all Africanity, and I'm her companion, her complement, her confidant. Since the beginning, so it will be in eternity. Our ancestors shine through us. Our offspring validate our existence.
No survival without resistance. Akibalon, stand up. Black love, stand up. Every God, every goddess, forever united and unstoppable.
Giving honor to the ancestors, those who came before us. All the wisdom that they show us. They patient cause they know us. When we fussing and we fighting, they manage to enlighten, enhance our insight. So I add a like and writing. Our connection is a titan. Our love is a colossal. Disagreement is a fossil. I am your apostle. Our love is like a journal. Turn the page eternal. Our souls intertwine. The theology of time dictates that we rewind and go back to the beginning when the deities were women. Time to stop pretending that I hate you when I love you, putting other things above you. Don't like that others drug you. Not me, I always dug you. I believe we've been together since the birthing of forever. You work the stormy weather. I'll never do it better than I do it in your presence. You validate my lessons. My God begets blessings. That's why I call her essence.
The black man is God, plain and simple. The world sees your greatness, why can't you? Y'all wanna see the sisters step up and lead this fight? Cause we will, but not without you. You're a warrior, a scientist. I'm your complement, your companion. I only wanna see you on the throne.
So black man, step up. King, step up. Ain't no way we don't rise when we got a black woman that knows she's God. Evidence.
You my dove, I'm your nuke, you the truth, I'm the proof, no abuse. My masseuse, tie me up and turn me loose. Sebek and Heteru, giving thanks in Neteru. For the king I get in you, no regrets in picking you. Like I said, you're to a star, I remembered who you are. I'm your moon, you're my star, your performance over par. Through the pain and the scars, the shackles and the bars, I fly from here to Mars with my feelings in the jar. If I thought it set you free, I gotta have you next to me. Your intellect vexes me, your conversations ecstasy. You and me is heavenly. Freedom is our legacy. I've yet to see another brother that can touch the best in me. DOK with Ebony, together for eternity. Even when you hurting me, I'm by your side, certainly. Written in the sacred text, from this cycle to the next. I'm the most and you the best. Face to face, we ace the test, huh? See, what y'all don't understand is we were meant to move in harmony. Two minds, one soul. It was written in the ancient scrolls. With the black man as your backbone, how could you fold? Take back what they stole. They broke the mold, but these songs were made to hold. And hold on, we will. Nigga be still, bitches be real. The deal has been sealed and all who come against gets killed.
Hey,
let me just say, shout you out.
Look. Go ahead, do what you got to do.
That right there was just the perfect song for this conversation. That's all I can say. Is it like the vibe of it was so good. We gonna have to talk after this. I need to borrow that right there. I'm gonna need to borrow that.
I'll give you the people.
Okay, yes,
actually,
sure.
I could actually give you. See, that's the beautiful thing about it.
Wow, okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Let me get my intro together. I can't just be coming in front of God any kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another episode of Dance Radio. Place for now this morning. This is your host, Knowledge Born Online, and I'm here with God herself. See, God herself loved me herself so much. Mother God, the divine feminine rising, okay? I know y'all be like, my sun is in, my moon is in, and my risings and my stellars and all of the charts. All that's God to me when I hear all that. You understand what I'm saying? The complexity and simplicity of God herself. You understand what I'm saying? So true gods are rising, and this is the end of a super duper colossal celestial God for godification today. Okay, I was up at an ungodly hour already doing the interview with Naya Yvonne, and then I hopped on a panel with my warrior sister, Dr. Oya Ma'at, over there honoring Dr. Amos Wilson. Peace and blessings be upon him. And then I had the celestial God seed chats with Sunshine Monet L and Danielle, and this is the God finale. I think I described it like that. This is the God finale, okay? With God herself. You see what I'm saying? Pronoia Starseed, the Starseed maker, the life maker, the earth pleaser, and the heaven teaser in the building. You understand what I'm saying? She on a break right now. And this is how much God loves you. So if God be for you, who could be against you? She loved me enough to say, look, I'm on a hiatus, but I got you, young God. Okay? Chill. I got you, young God. Look, she like, but be swift because January, look, let me tell you something about January. And I was like, yes, God. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I told y'all, Sunshine had me in the headlock and she was punching me in the forehead. Like, hey, look, let me tell you something. You was punching me in the forehead. Sunshine had me in the headlock. You punched me in the forehead. Like, hey, look, let me tell you something. Boop. January filling up, okay? My time is godly, okay? It's not just money, it's godly. So, abundant honor, gratitude, and thanks to you, Pronoia Starseed, boss lady, CEO, God maker, the God builder, God thriller in the building.
That's a hell of an intro right here.
Foxxi.
I appreciate that.
Out the foxhole in the building. Gypsy God herself. Welcome back.
Damn.
Welcome back.
Peace and bless. I feel like Erykah Badu, Mangula, Oblongata, Auntie, all them names. Shout out.
All of them names. And then
shout out to you, Knowledge. Thank you for having this platform and allowing me to be here with you. Yes, I'm excited. I've been here quite a few times, but not in this capacity all the time. Right. Sometimes it's with my sister. A lot of times it is with my sister or we're doing the show, but it's not usually just me and you able just to get our conversation on. So this is really dope. Yeah, this is good.
I need that. You know what I'm saying? This is how we started, okay? From this came everything else. She came on here. She was so phenomenal. I was like, look, God, I just need you in my life, God. Okay? Don't leave me in the darkness no more, God. Just, you know what I'm saying? Shine your light unto me, okay? Your poor servant, okay? So she was like, all right, I got you a little sprinkle. I give you a little sprinkle, okay? You see what I'm saying? A little sprinkle. She's so gracious and so powerful. So yeah. How you been?
I've been
Congratulations on another phenomenal ass season of Pronoian. You was Pronoian over there. You was conspiring. You understand what I'm saying? You was conspiring on the behalf of the greatness of our people. Some amazing conversations. Everybody was in the building showing love. You understand? Like now they showing love. They like, they like, could you shut up so she can speak? Okay, like, look, forgive me, y'all. I'm a little overjoyed. Okay, I got the Holy Ghost. I'm filled up with the Holy Spirit. Okay, you see family up in here, like, you know what I'm saying? I love her. Okay, can I love her like y'all love her? Okay. So we doing this together. So yes, please. You were speaking. You had a point about your Pronoia conquest. Talk to me.
Well, everything is real good right now. Actually, everything is wonderful. I am on a break, but not really. Y'all know I'm never really on a break. Been just tapping into a lot of the energies that's been going on in January and getting prepared for the show in February. We can talk more about the show, towards the end, but I'm just preparing for this new energy that's been coming in. I kind of go with the flow of the universe, as you guys know. Peace, peace, peace. Yes. Everybody in the building. Thank you for being here. And y'all, I do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I always go over to the comments. So hi Iowa, hi Virgos, hey Cuzzo. I love that. So yeah, and what's up, Enoch? So yes, I like to go with the flow of the energy, and it's really I guess suiting that my show will be coming back in February because my birthday is in February. And we know that this is 2023. So if you think about it, it's 2/23. My birthday is actually 2/23, 2023. So this year is going to be very impactful for me. And so I think a lot of this, again, this energy has always been for me about bringing enlightenment to the divine feminine energy. That is what my calling has been since I've been on this mission, this Starseed mission, is to activate the divine feminine energy in all of us, be us masculine or feminine. We all have that energy within us. And so that has been my mission since day one when I started this podcast. But since 2012, when I got the awakening, when I started waking up, that was the one clear message, is that there was a return of a certain energy, and that I had to be prepared for it. And there was something in the callings for me to do. And I didn't know in 2012 that this would be it, but I knew it was something. And, along the way, there's a lot that I learned, and I would just love to talk about and share with people, because I feel like, there's always this need to shun one way. You have to think either one way or the other. But I think that everything is about harmony, not necessarily even balance, but harmony. Not everything is going to be 50-50. Not everything is going to equal out, but it's about working in harmony within the energies that we are dealing with. And for so long, we were under so much masculine energy. And, that shift is not going to be easy for people to understand. So I think I have been gifted by divine with the responsibility of sharing this information with people on a level which they can understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to speak above people's heads. I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad about whatever they believe. I'm just trying to get the information out there, because if I don't, I'm going to explode. I feel like I'm just going to blow up if I don't get it, because it just keeps coming to me. So that has been my mission since day one, and it has just grown. I thought that was the only thing I'm supposed to be doing, but in the meantime, I'm also here just to spark whatever it is within you that may be dormant, might be just laying dormant and just needs that little spark. That's my job. If you come over to Pronoia Starseed, there's always something going on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's always something going on over there that can spark something within you, if you're looking to be sparked, if you're looking for that, that missing link. Again, I don't create anything. I just spark what's within you. We all got it. We all got it. It's just about if we want to spark it, if we want to ignite it, and what we're willing to do and what we're willing to receive, because that's what the divine feminine energy is about, right? It's about receiving. So look at that. Oh my God. That question was so appropriate. Peace, peace, peace. So
she stole it out my head. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She stole it out my head.
It just came like bam. So what is it to you? So divine feminine energy. Okay. Divine feminine energy is so hard to, I don't want to put it in a small box, but I can kind of break it down. Let's put it that way, because there's no way to really define the infinite energy that created all.
I don't want you to think that you can't take your time and break it down. Take your time, okay?
I'm gonna take my time, but it's already coming through.
So channel it and let's get it, okay? I'm with it.
What it is that I believe that, again, it's the energy that created all energy. So how can I describe it, right? There's no words that I can really give you to give you everything. But to sum it up for me, in my understanding of what I've downloaded and what I've seen, because observation is everything about divine feminine, everything about the energy of femininity or the divine feminine energy, I think is pre-dynasty. So before we even started writing words, it was symbols, right? So everything that is, let's say, that we don't pay attention to now, everything for us now is written, it's said, it's, you tell me the color is blue, then it's blue. But with feminine energy, it's more like you look at it, it's like abstract, right? It's not defined for you. And so to me, divine feminine energy is two parts. There's light and there's dark. Okay, so a lot of people will look at divine feminine energy as just one type of energy, which is normally the light side, right? The nurturing, the caring, the motherly, the giver of life. And that also teeters on the divine feminine dark side. So there's a light and the dark. And on the dark side, that's the part where, a lot of time it's shunned or it's looked at as bad. But if it's only that way when it's misused, right? It's only that way. And yes, absolutely chaotic, but it's only that way when it's misused. That's when it becomes toxic femininity. Just like masculinity, there is a light masculinity and a dark masculinity. They are both positive. They're both needed, but it's only when you misuse the dark that it becomes toxic masculinity. Okay. So the same thing with the femininity. If you, with the dark femininity, it is more like seduction, right? So in the light femininity, you'll have caring and nurturing and making sure everybody's okay, right? And so you want to make sure that your partner's taken care of. But say that your partner is not responding to you, right? In the way in which you need something done. Dark femininity uses more silence. It doesn't talk as much. It's not as speaking. It's more like, okay, I'm going to use my energy. Because silence is a power. And so dark feminine energy is more mysterious. Light feminine energy is more out there. It's more like, I need this. These are my needs. This is what I want. Where dark feminine energy is more like, this is what I need to do in order to get this. So I'm going to use more of my physical body. Okay. And that's not a bad thing, because it's just a different way, as long as you're not manipulating the energy. So if you're using your physical body and you're doing it in a way to get something from someone or to manipulate them, that's when it becomes toxic. But if you're using it in a way that, okay, he's not responding to this, you're now trying to tap into his dark masculine because he's not responding to you. So your dark feminine has to tap into his dark masculine to get him to respond. A better example of this is like in the bedroom. When we're in the bedroom is when we tap more into our dark feminine and our dark masculine. That is the time when, you're more likely to do things like let them choke you out, or you might do, but it's not toxic, right? Because now you're responding in your dark feminine energy. You kind of like it. You may say some crazy shit, or you might scratch them, but it's not toxic. The toxic is, a dude choking you up. He's using his masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing something toxic with it. Or you are using your feminine energy and you out here hoeing and just throwing it around. You know what I'm saying? That's the toxic. That's the thing. So the thing about the divine feminine energy is it is the creator of all energy. So it encompasses the masculine and the feminine. I just saw that comment. Oh, so we not busting windows out the cars. Yes, we are. And see, that's okay. So that is also a part of, that's the whole of the divine feminine energy. That's a part of the destruction. That's a part of, and that's any energy. That's an imbalance. When you're in balance, you are likely to go toxic. Do toxic type of things because you're in balance. There's something that's pulling you out of balance, but it's also tapping more into that darker. Because again, if that darker energy can be used for positivity, but if you don't use it that way, you can teeter-totter into doing things that are negative. But that dark energy is very powerful. For a woman, seduction is very powerful because you can be somewhere, and because you have a seducing way about yourself, that is your power. Just like a man who can come into a boardroom and with his just because he got his certain swag and he got his certain his way about himself, he can maneuver through this boardroom because he's carrying his masculine energy and he's using it the way he should be using it. And same thing with us. We can use our sensual energy in a way that it benefits us and it's not negatively hurting anyone. And that's the way you keep it not toxic. You don't want to make it toxic, because when it only benefits you is when it becomes toxic, because it is about desires. Your dark feminine energy also taps in a lot on what you desire. And whereas your light feminine energy taps in more on other people's desires, the nurturer, the carer. But you have to care. That's why there's balance within it. You have to care about yourself too. And with the dark feminine, it's all about benefiting both. So the dark feminine will find a way to maneuver where it gets its desires met as well as the other person. It's only toxic when it's only focusing on its own desires. It's like, you know what? Fuck that. I need just that's when, and that's for both energies. So that's basically my definition of divine feminine. But again, divine feminine is so big. It is the creator of all the energies. Masculine energy came from, they always say, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. Both are feminine.
Look, they pulling up. You see that?
Peace.
You see I'm pulling up with the scoot.
Yes. Some dark feminine. What's up, sis? Peace. Yes. I mean, that's basically how I see it. I think that, we have learned how to use our dark energy, and we've seen it projected in the toxic way, by seduction, but in a way that is not for one person or for a specific, it's just like, I'm putting all this out there. Like now we're all walking around, feeling this energy that's here, like even my style of dress has changed over time. I've become more feminine in the way I dress, the way I speak. And it's not even consciously, it's because this energy is here. It's like forcing it. But, some people are using that energy. And again, you can manipulate it. You can use it to the extremities where now you're seeing all these BBLs and these, what I'm saying? Because it's an enhancement of the feminine, of the body of the feminine, because that's the physical. The dark energy is about sensuality and sex. How sexual can I be? If you're at the extreme of toxicity, then you're going to want the biggest titties and the biggest ass. You want to be the most appealing, because it's not about a single, like using that energy and then leaving it and going to the light, like dipping and dabbing. It's about living in it. And if you're living in it, then, it's no balance.
Well, that was perfect, because you already started extrapolating what I wanted to ask about the manipulation. You see the manipulation, you see the co-opting, you see what I'm saying, and also seeing the exploitation.
Yes.
That's there. Like, so how can we speak to that? Can we unpack that, and then how do the listeners that are watching and that will watch in that space not allow these things to be happening with this major shift in the energy that's taking place?
I actually have seen a lot of the exploitation, and it's always gone on. But again, we got more cameras, more short videos, more quick, reels. So you seeing more of it. And it was crazy because just yesterday, my teenager, who's 18 now, was standing in my room, and she thinks everything is funny. That's just her. She's goofy as hell. So she thinks everything is funny. And so growing up with me, I'm just always thinking that my kids have a layering to them where they have a little deeperness than other kids. But I have to remember that they're still kids, right? So when she came in the room, she was like, Mom, look at this reel. And when she showed me the reel, it was a Black woman who was pregnant. Oh, she was talking about how she's going to be beautiful when she's pregnant, right? She's like, I can't wait till I'm pregnant because I'm going to be cute when I'm pregnant. And this white man on the other side of the reel remix, and he's watching it, right? He's like, And all of a sudden she's pregnant and she's like huge and her nose is spread and all of this. And then she's like, but she's really dark. She's a darker skinned woman. And like all I saw, like soon, I didn't even, I don't know. It was so offensive. Like what I saw subconsciously is just like immediately I saw like Sarah Bartman. I saw like, all kinds of stuff. And with that white man being the remix. So he's standing there watching it and he like runs off as soon as she gets pregnant. Like he runs off like she's so disgustingly ugly because she's pregnant and she has this pregnancy nose, and this big belly and stuff. And my daughter was like, well, Mom, like, why are you so offended by this? Because, she posted it, right? She posted this about herself, right? That it shouldn't be offensive, right? I said, you're right. It shouldn't be offensive, maybe. But to me, you have to understand this is deeper than she posted this about herself. How many likes has this thing got? How many spins has it gone? Where is it gone? So who do you think is going to see this? Because it says pregnancy, right? So probably women who are pregnant right now, right? Who are already going with issues of what they subconsciously think about themselves as they're pregnant. You know, my nose is growing. Oh my God, I got this baby. We already got chicks out here like getting plastic surgery to shrink their noses. And, you know, now they're seeing this in their reels where this woman's nose has gotten bigger from being pregnant. You don't think that people care enough about their bodies that they will not get pregnant just so that they don't go through this physical change, because they're putting this out here like this is what you're going to look like, and look how disgusting she looks and all. I said to my child, I said to I was about to say her name. Baby, listen. You don't understand the programming of what this reel is really showing you. It's projecting to you that, first of all, that a woman is not beautiful when she's pregnant. I don't give a damn how far her nose spreads or how big her stomach gets. She is giving life. She is creating life. That should be cherished and that should be sacred. Some things you just don't joke about. You know what I'm saying? And it was the way she was depicted as big and black and ugly. And this white man running off like, oh, she's so disgusting. And this getting all these reels and it's probably pound pregnancy. And now all these young black women are seeing this and thinking, you know, and my daughter's sitting here like, Mom, you taking it? No, what you're not doing is understanding that these short clips were made to go into your subconscious mind and program you. These short clips were made to make you feel bad about yourself. These short clips were made so you can see other people's lives and think, damn, my life sucks. Look at how great their life is. Don't you understand that these short clips were made to fuck you up? And I had to say it just to her like that. She's 18. Baby, don't play with me. I'm not about to sit here. You've been living in this house with me for 18 years and you ain't learned that everything that you see is about programming you. Everything. That's why TikTok is free, because you are the program. You are what they are buying. You don't have to pay. You the product. And so, you know, the exploitation of Black women has been going on for a long time, but right now, it is rampant. And not just the exploitation, the division between Black women and men is so disgustingly at an all-time high that I love that video. I wish if you don't mind, you can run that video back from the beginning. Like, that joint just made me feel so good. I don't even like that video was so relevant to what we are talking about, and like to me, to the end result that I would love to see in our masculine and feminine energy. That, like, man, like, for real, that video was amazing, and it touched on so many points that we are trying to come together, and it's so much divisiveness. And it's so much programming that people don't even realize is going on, because I'm just clicking a reel. I'm just clicking a reel. No, you're not. You're shutting off certain brain cells, and you're fouling things into your subconscious mind that you don't know. Later on, you're gonna be sitting there saying, man, I don't want to get pregnant because I'm gonna look like that big girl whose stomach was big, and then somebody gonna run off looking crazy, and nobody gonna, like, the fuck? That is sacred. To me, they used to cherish women when they got pregnant. Now we making fun of women who are pregnant. Like, I'm not sensitive to a lot of shit, but some shit is just sacred to me. They notice people get addicted to scrolling, and the more images they see, the faster the programming, rather than watching less slower video. Exactly. It's like quick, because in this generation picks up shit so quickly. They know exactly what they're doing. Like, the speed that they're doing things is because it's based on the programming of the children that are coming in. They're not slow like us. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to do shit slow like we used to do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have the word processors. They don't need that shit. They coming out. These babies is coming out touching screens and tapping in shit. They can spell. Fuck that. Babies is coming out like, you too, motherfucker. I want to go there now. I am 3 months. Listen, these babies are that's why they make it AI, because they got to keep up with these babies. Yes, the attention span. It's the new humans versus the old humans. Absolutely. That's what it is. It is the attention span. I be getting the content creators emails. They say switching up algorithms and get creators to be seen. They tell them to make shorter videos and certain songs at frequencies. Yep. Are you talking to me now? Because you muted. You muted.
Oh, look. Mama was like, "Be quiet till she done reading what she reading." Okay, can you hear me? Can you
Yep,
hear me now?
I hear you.
Yeah, they got AI for artificial intelligence, but AI also is artificial insemination.
That part,
You see what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yep, it is.
So we got this. Your thoughts are being impregnated. You see what
Yep,
I'm saying? So this artificial insemination, this artificial intelligence that's learning you and how to interface with you is impregnating you subliminally. So when you was talking about the seductive part of the dark feminine, they're on the dark web with that subliminal seduction in the same space. You see what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
your thoughts and ideas are being inserted into you and impregnated, and then it
Yep,
comes out of you as if it's yours.
it's
You,
yours. Yep,
you think it's yours. You see what I'm saying? So you hear some of these cats talking, and everybody's conversation sounds exactly the same, like they was in the same room in the same training. They don't have to be anymore.
yep,
They're espousing this anti-divine feminine rhetoric. It's just through the ethers. It's like everybody's thinking the same thought, and it's not even their thought, and they're acting like they're bringing it to you. Like, yeah, I'm saying, like, what are you doing?
You know
What
what
are
it
you
reminds
doing?
me
Like,
of?
go ahead.
When you see those reels now, and when you
Mhm.
hear people keep repeating the same reels, but they acting like it's their own words, and they're
Right.
saying it like there's their own words, like, but it's a meme you just read, right? But they're
Mhm.
saying it, and then it's like, how the fuck you got 1.1 million likes on some shit I just read? But it's like, and
Right.
we keep repeating the same shit, but we acting like it's original thought, and it's not.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And when I was on the other broadcast earlier, what Dr. Ma'at, y'all need to go check her out, Dr. Ray Ma'at, and her channel. She was on, and I said, Trina said, "Still the baddest ain't the damn thing changed." The world said it back to her. And now she like, I got relationship problems and such, and nobody want to take me this kind of way and blah, blah. What did you say to the world? And what did you have the world say back to you? You see what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like, so what did you impregnate the minds of the people? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
so you're talking about all the single ladies, and now you're looking, there's all the single ladies
All the
out here.
single
Like,
ladies.
what's going on? You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, so if you want these mantras that you're holding on to, that you're giving birth to. You're resurrecting them and giving them life in
Yep.
your mind space and in your celestial body space. You see what I'm saying? Spherically, putting that back out there as a call and response. So you are the greatest conduit in the universe. So if you can say it, you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely. Let's get
so
information,
that's
ladies.
what happens, right? This is what happens, and then it goes out there. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
in that same way, it goes out there via the men in the same fashion. You see what I'm saying? So some fool comes up, and then all of a sudden, all the men sound like that same damn fool. You see what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that damn fool. I'm not even gonna call his raggedy name, but you can just fill in the blank. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of fools out here talking very foolish. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And then they're
Right.
like, see, such and such was right. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what is the real reverence? One fool could inspire millions of fools out here, and now you
Absolutely.
foolhardy on a foolhardy expedition. You had one. You used to have one God, and one God could move the mountains and the
Yep.
multitude. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
One God could take a couple of fishes, some loaves of bread, and feed the multitude. So what are you feeding the multitude now?
Yes.
You see what
Yes.
I'm saying? What are
Because
you
they're
feeding
using
the
the
multitudes?
manipulating that energy of the God. They are
Right,
using your energy as a God to be
right,
able to, you could be doing one thing or the other. You can use
right,
your energy for dark energy for good or for
right,
toxicity. And if you
right,
don't know how to use it, well, baby, I'll hire you to use it for me
right,
in the way that I want
right.
to use it.
Right. So this is what they be talking. See, everybody speaking. I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole. Look, we here for you. This is the
Oh, come on.
reformation of the divine feminine. We're gonna run that video back, and
Please.
we
I
gonna
love that
cleanse
video.
out auric fields up in here. You understand what I'm saying? God is in the building. God herself, the Pronoia Starseed maker, the universe conspirer in the building. Foxxi Roxxi. Make sure y'all subscribe to Pronoia Starseed Podcast. All of the greatness, and get the merch. She got some super merch coming and all kind of stuff going on. So we're gonna run this video back right quick. We here, do Knowledge Radio, Knowledge One a Lot. Foxxi Roxxi, God in the building. Let me clap it up for God before we let me clap it up for God. You understand? give the Lord a hand clap of praise, okay?
Really?
Enjoy more noise unto the Lord.
Yes.
Up in here today.
The black woman is God, plain and simple. She's the mother of all Afrikanity, and I'm her companion, her compliment, her confidant. Since the beginning, so it will be in eternity. Our ancestors shine through us. Our offspring validate our existence.
No survival without resistance. Akivalon, stand up. Black love, stand up. Every God, every goddess, forever united and unstoppable.
Giving honor to the ancestors, those who came before us. All the wisdom that they show us. They patient cause they know us. When we fussing and we fighting, they manage to enlighten, enhance our insight. So I add a like and writing. Our connection is a titan. Our love is a colossal. Disagreement is a fossil. I am your apostle. Our love is like a journal. Turn the page eternal. Our souls intertwine. The theology of time dictates that we rewind and go back to the beginning when the deities were women. Time to stop pretending that I hate you when I love you, putting other things above you. Don't like that others drug you. Not me, I always dug you. I believe we've been together since the birthing of forever. You work the stormy weather. I'll never do it better than I do it in your presence. You validate my lessons. My God begets blessings. That's why I call her essence.
The black man is God, plain and simple. The world sees your greatness, why can't you? Y'all wanna see the sisters step up and lead this fight? Cause we will, but not without you. You're a warrior, a scientist. I'm your complement, your companion. I only wanna see you on the throne.
So black man step up, king step up. Ain't no way we don't rise when we got a black woman that knows she's God. Ebony essence.
You my Gab, I'm your nuke, you the truth, I'm the proof, no abuse. My masseuse, tie me up and turn me loose. Sebek and Heteru, giving thanks and Neteru. For the king I get in you, no regrets in picking you. Like I said to a star, I remembered who you are. I'm your moon, you're my star, your performance over par. Through the pain and the scars, the shackles and the bars, I fly from here to Mars with my feelings in the jar. If I thought it set you free, I gotta have you next to me. Your intellect vexes me, your conversation's ecstasy. You and me is heavenly, freedom is our legacy. I've yet to see another brother that can touch the best in me. DOK and Ebony, together for eternity. Even when you hurting me, I'm by your side, certainly. Written in the sacred text, from this cycle to the next. I'm the most and you the best. Face to face, we ace the test, huh? See, what y'all don't understand is we were meant to move in harmony. 2 minds, 1 soul. It was written in the ancient scrolls. With the black man as your backbone, how could you fold? Take back what they stole. They broke the mold, but these arms were made to hold. And hold on, be real. Nigga, be still. Bitches, be real. The deal has been sealed, and all who come against gets killed.
Snap it up, snap it up. Yo, yes, I need to meet them, talk to them, play that song, run that back. That joint is everything. Everything. That is everything about where we need to be. Absolutely.
Live that way. You see what I'm saying? You saw them at a ancestral veneration celebration down there in Galveston, Texas. They do it every year, called the Caravan to the Ancestors. That was 2013. So 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That was 10 years ago. And look at the message from 10 years ago. You
so relevant. So relevant.
So relevant. You know what I mean? I love them. That's my new African royal family, Uhuru Academy's own. And they opened an African-centered school, Uhuru Academy, 10 years ago, 11 years now, I believe. If Mama and Bob, if y'all listening, don't slap me in the hand, okay? About 10, 11 years ago, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're there, they're connected for our babies, for our youth. You see what I'm saying? They're connecting community, connecting, Black people together through the means of education. You see what I'm saying? There's no liberation without African-centered education. So I would love for them to come on your platform. I would love for them to go on Virgo Virgin Talk and all of the platforms in the universe. Okay, when you see them together,
I believe it. I believe
when
it.
you see them like they're just oozing, I'm just like
energy,
like this,
beautiful.
it's every single thing. You see what I'm saying? So the
That's
repairing of the Black family,
2013.
right, goes through so many twists and turns and things of that nature. It's good to see that proper reverence. You see what I'm saying? You see that reverence for each other.
Yes.
And the reverence for us as a nation. You see what I'm saying? It begins there. They got 10 children. Okay, so look.
Damn.
Okay? That Reformation, that repping be repping. Okay, that repping be repping. Okay?
Hey,
be
damn, they got them like grandma and them used to do. That's them great grandma,
right.
like great grandma and them used to do. Because nowadays these new grandmas got about 2 grandkids, but them new grandmas 35. Like, damn, grandma 35. Okay, right. But whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Tides is changing and shifting. Okay, you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that are happening. So with the Reformation that's taking place, let's kind of focus on that now. The Reformation is taking place. What things are being corrected? Where should our attention be in regards to the Reformation right now? You see what I'm saying? The shift, the energy, everything that's going on with the divine feminine rising. You see what I'm saying? With God coming back to judge the earth, okay? Because we've been out here fucking it up, okay? So God coming back to, you understand what I'm saying? Like that movie they had with the moon. The moon was like, oh yeah, I'm about to bust y'all ass. You understand what I'm saying? Like I heard our mother's like, yeah. So she got the switch off the tree. She got the belt. You see what I'm saying? Talk to us, Foxxy Roxxi. Talk to us.
Again, I got to go back to what my sister said. That chaotic energy is what we're seeing right now. When you see a lot of deaths and a lot of heat waves, or a lot of that unexpected, that you don't know what's going to happen. Right, Mother Nature is not predictable, and right now we are dealing with a cleansing period. Can't nothing be rebuilt if there's no safe space to build it in, and you can't build on a faulty foundation. This foundation has been faulty since it was been built, and so it's time to build a new one. And you can't leave anything behind. That's the thing that people don't understand, is that everything that needs to go down has to go down before the new can be built. So what we're seeing is destruction, and that is a part of it. God, the word God, could be seen as generator, operator, and destroyer. So that is part of regenerating. The end of the D, it starts over again as generator, operator, and then when things ain't going right, you got to destroy it and tear it down. So I think the beginning is actually goes backwards, kind of like we're going from Pisces to Aquarius. We're going DOG. So we're going dog, and we got to destroy, and then we got to reoperate, and then we can regenerate the new beings, but we got to get the operation together. So we're going kind of backwards, but we got to destroy everything, because if you leave anything behind, those old pillars or any of those old foundations, then you're creating a third thing. It was supposed to be, you got masculine and then you got feminine, right? So masculine has its own foundation. Feminine has its own foundation. If you don't destroy the old masculine foundation and you leave that and you add a feminine sidings and all, you've created a third thing. That's a combination. That is not what is happening. There is a return of a full-fledged of this energy. Nothing can be left behind of the patriarchic. It can't. It's destroyed too much right now. Not that there will be no masculine. That is not, it created the masculine. It will not destroy itself. That is crazy. But that energy of destruction of it will not be tolerated. The destruction of that feminine peace, that feminine energy will no longer be tolerated. And a lot of people will feel that, like the energy, you'll start seeing it, but you'll start feeling it and seeing certain paradigms which were built on that masculine energy start to fall. You'll start seeing it with your own 2 eyes if you haven't seen it. you'll start seeing it. You'll start feeling the change. Everything is going to touch you in all the senses. It's not just a spiritual awakening. It's a physical awakening of the feminine energy. It is emotional awakening of your feminine, and you're going to feel it on every level, but it's going to be seen. The thing about everything that we know, well, that I know or I've come to know, is that I can see it. I can see it. Like I've never seen any animal give birth from its rib ever, and definitely not a masculine animal ever, right? You showed me that, and now we can talk about the Adam theory. But I have seen lots of feminine energies deliver other energies into this atmosphere. And so to me, what I can see, I know. You know what I'm saying? I can say I know that happens. I can't tell you that I know that rib theory ever happened. I can't tell you because I've never seen it in replicated anywhere else. That's the thing about nature. And like my Pronoia Starseed is the starseed, which is the seed of life. The seed of life replicates itself. It replicates itself. You're going to see it over and over again. So if you're not seeing it over and over again, you got to ask yourself, is it true? It's going to keep showing you the stories being told over and over again, just like the Hebrew and yes, that story has some, but it's all fucked up now. When they get a hold of it, it all gets jacked up. Turn it inside out, you might get some truth. Flip it upside down, you might understand it. But it's over and over again. The patterns, pay attention to patterns, and nature's patterns. Nature's patterns will tell you the true way that things should be going. Yeah, even seahorses come from the feminine first. Absolutely. It's crazy because I always say this. Even like on my podcast, it was really hard for me to introduce the theory that the divine feminine energy created all energy to other people, because I'm telling you, I lost a few male followers because they couldn't grasp that they contain the same energy. Like, you do come from your mama. It's kind of like saying that I'm not. How can you not feel a part of that energy when so long us women been told that our energy came from masculine and we were cool with that? That blows my mind. It's like, you should be okay with believing that you came from a man, but I can't be okay believing that I came from a female, even though I physically came from a female. What the fuck? Does that make sense? But on top of that, what's even worse than that is the females that I encountered, the women that I encountered that are so against even that thought process too. Like it's, and it's not that I am mad. It's a little shock to me, because it's like, so you can't fathom the fact that this energy may not be masculine, that it may have started feminine. But you've been cool with the white man with the beard that looked like Santa Claus being your god for a long time. You've been cool with that. But this theory just blows your fucking mind. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we just different. I don't really can't go no further with that one. But I don't know. I just think that these energies that we're dealing with right now they don't give a damn. That's the thing about the divine feminine energy. It does not give a shit if you're with it or not. It is your best bet to go with the flow of the universe. When I say the universe is working for you, it is, because you are a part of the universe, but you already made this contract is made. It is signed, sealed, and delivered. It is going to happen whether you like. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stand in front of the universe like it's a damn bus and say, stop, I'm not going with the flow, and so I'm gonna stop it. The universe will run your ass over. And guess what? You're going to be on the wheel because you're still going with the universe. You're still going with it. Don't give a shit. So you might as well get on the bus. Just ride. It ain't even got no buses, don't even got seatbelts. So you get to just ride with that joint and go with the flow and understand that wherever it's going to take you to a better place. But this energy that's in here, yeah, it's chaotic right now. It's going through its phases, birth is chaotic, right? When the baby is being born, when something's new is coming and is being created, birth is chaotic. I've given birth 3 times, and every time it was chaotic. I was people expect you to be. Let me tell you, I told my daughter, I said, when I got offended about that lady who was pregnant, I told her, see, when I was pregnant in that hospital bed, I didn't want to think about how pretty I'm looking laying up in some bed and make sure my hair is done. And like, so like I don't want that even projected onto women right now. Like that should not be, because you got a lot to go through when you in that hospital bed, okay? Because first of all, you got to fight with the doctors who trying to make you lay on your back and go against the laws of gravity. Period. You got to deal with them, right? And then you got to deal with the fact that you're a Black woman giving birth in a hospital. Good luck with that shit, right? Because they're going to try to get you a C-section. Believe me, they did it to me 3 times. And I had it because I was early on. I didn't know no better. After the second one, baby, they had to chase me down and find me for me to give birth. Because they was like, come in, we scheduled you. I was like, no, I'm walking this one out. They was like, ma'am. I'm like, fuck that. And she still wouldn't come out. So yeah, but it was a setup from the jump. Understand that when you're laying on your back in a hospital, you're going against the law of gravity. So that baby ain't trying to come down if you just laying there. So if you having problems with getting your baby out, please don't let them doctors lay you on your back. But I say all this to say.
And if you're a man up in there, look, your ass better be on security. I
Yes.
shut all that. I shut all that shit down. That's right.
Yes.
I shut it down. It was like, well, we try to get it. No, she's not going to do it.
Yes.
I said, move your ass out of the way. Move
Yes.
out the way. Like, you understand? Like there's a barrier of protection between life. This is the most. We already in the hospice. You understand what I'm saying? A place to die. Like, nah, you ain't about to come with the injections and the cutting and all that. You understand? Like, get your ass out of here. You see what I'm saying? So that part right there, that's the part I can control. You understand?
Yep.
Like,
Absolutely.
Look, let me tell you again. They're like, sir, we trying now. You ain't trying to do nothing. When she ready, that's what it. Oh, you want to stand up? We're standing up.
Let me tell you.
We good right here. We good.
That's very important to have that.
That's it. Yeah.
You got
see what I'm
to.
saying? If it's not a home birth, if it's not a doula,
Ain't nobody
type
else gonna
situation,
advocate for you.
get your get trained like that. Like you can't be in there like some fool. All of this stuff happening. Like,
see,
like
that's
you're
the
not
problem.
responsible for this life. You just sitting in there like. You
gotta
lost, you in the waiting room or all this other shit. You crazy. I'm not waiting nowhere.
Yeah, because you speaking as a protector and a provider and somebody who was there, right? You speaking as somebody who, a lot of people, when they're going into this, you got to think about how it's all these setups, you know what I'm saying? Before we even get in there, a lot of we unmarried. I wasn't unmarried, but some people are unmarried. So you may not even be with the person no more. Now they in there. They ain't even, you got to be making sure we got to be birthing these. First of all, we got to be creating the right environments for these babies to be coming into, because when they're in the wombs, they're being molded. So the protection happens from conception. You should be protecting from the minute she is conceived, meaning that everything. And so we got to be making sure that we got to be preparing the right environments to be giving birth to babies. We're not even paying attention to that shit. We are, again, you talking about being in the room. You want to make sure you in the room and you doing something. You making sure that she's taken care of and that these doctors ain't taking advantage. Because I'll tell you, they don't give a shit about your pain. They don't. I was in that joint and I was in pain for 8 hours straight, in full-blown labor, but could not dilate. You know how painful that is when your body is trying to push a baby out, but your body will not dilate. And they're not trying to give you medicine for 8 hours. And the person I chose to marry at the time did not know how to speak for me. They were so busy just listening, so I had to speak for my damn self until I got something like, listen, I can't keep going through this pain right here. Like, I've been here for 8 fucking hours. Didn't even feel like I should be having to go through that, right? Because the energy, the feminine energy that is about to give birth and create life, created this masculine energy for protection of that. Like, I need to continue to be able to, not only give birth, but be alive after I give birth. So I need you to stand guard. I need you to protect me. I need you to make sure that this life comes in through this portal. You are the portal protector, okay? That is your job. And you should be proud of that. I don't see what the fuck the problem is with being like, you are the protector. You were created. Nobody is saying you have no purpose. You have a very big purpose. If I'm bringing in life, just like that harmony that they spoke about in that song, you got to be working together. And you got to know your place in order for us to work together, though. You know, a lot of people want to be like everything is free and yeah. But you know, we all serve
You
there's a
know
head
that
in
you
the neck.
going into a couple of places. You going into a cemetery. That's it. There's a cemetery. You can't. There's no way for you to be bringing in life, and they have a mortuary in the same place. They have
Right.
a morgue in the same place where life is supposed to be happening. They got dead bodies up in there. So you're in the cemetery. You understand what I'm saying? You're
Yes.
in the cemetery. You're in a military environment. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you say you want to leave, they saw you leaving against,
Yep.
medical advice. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yep.
a military environment. You go when they release you. They give you a discharge. You understand what I'm saying? Like they give you
Yep.
discharge instructions to leave from that environment. You're not in an environment, and you're in a prison because you're there held against your will. You see what I'm saying? And if
You
they
got the
think
little bracelet.
that you right, if they think that you are a threat, they can take control of the situation.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They have
Absolutely.
the language that's there. And
Yep.
you in the courtroom because they got the law on their side. They'll come at you with some kind of law. Look, when they were just talking about experimenting, that's all of the things that you going into, all that type of environment. They don't know anything about your physiology. You see what I'm
No.
saying? As a woman, especially as a black woman, forget
No.
about it. The infant mortality rates and the alarming rates of black women dying from situations and complications associated with birth in hospitals are astronomical. You
Crazy.
understand what I'm saying?
Crazy. Yes.
Astronomical. And they'll come out and tell your family anything and they'll believe it
Yep.
because of the white coat syndrome. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they'll just get anybody, they'll get an orderly to come out there with a white jacket on and tell your family it was some complications.
Let me
You
tell
see what
you
I'm saying?
something.
You don't
If you
even
can't
know
speak for
what's going on.
yourself,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
you be
So
jacked if you
all
ain't
of
got
that,
nobody
right.
protecting you.
Right, and they hit you up with some medication, have you signing papers, all kind of stuff. Like
That's it.
you have to know exactly where you are. You
Yep.
understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? You got to know exactly where you are and what's going on. You can't allow nothing to dismay you. They're coming in with some stuff they want to poke and pry. As soon as this new life coming to the world, one of your ancestors reborn, they got a mission. They poking, taking blood, they
Listen,
taking urine, all kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
and you got to be
You know how
vigilant.
traumatizing that is? They
Yes.
trying to give you, the vitamin K. They trying to give you
Yes. All of that.
immunizations right there,
Yes.
all right there on the
Immediately.
spot. Like, no, you
Immediately.
crazy.
So with
Yeah.
my last two, I won't even my first one, they forced everything was the doctor's way because again, I was my there was no protection. And then when I called grandma, what grandma say? Go on, do what you gonna do. Keep the baby in. Not listening to this don't feel right, you know. But with them second two, and I had already educated myself, you know. First of all, that's again a part of the protection. When that baby comes out, that man is there to. I can't get up and walk around and just chase them throughout the. Make sure they're not taking that baby in there doing things that you said that they cannot do because they will do that and come back with a little form. Oh, we thought you and it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Know that. They will do that shit. And so my kids have never had vitamin K. They never had no eye drops. They ain't never had nothing. Like they be like, you sure? I'll be like, listen to me. Listen to me very clearly. This baby will sleep here. The only time she will go is if she has to. And I'm coming. Listen, I had C-sections and I was up with my babies with staples, walking with them. Oh, I'm coming. No, Moon. Where she go, I go. Just like when she was inside of me, she couldn't part from me. She outside of me, she can't part from me. So, but it would have felt so good to be able to have that partner. And again, that is an important role. The man, the masculine, that divine masculine role is ridiculously important. There is nothing wrong with saying that the feminine role is just as important. It does not deflate the importance of the masculine role because they serve two separate purposes, but together, only together, only together. And that has always been why we are meant to divide, but only together are we able to overcome any. And when I say any obstacle, if you ever seen a a real healthy black two-parent household, have you seen their children? I have. My uncle and my aunt have been married for 50 years. Their children were magna cum laude of both of their colleges. Okay, they were whatever, like, and they both got like crazy SAT. They were support. When I say you see that divine math, and they work within their energies. These are people who are learn to work within. That is a magic. It is some magical shit that we can do when we're. But when we've been taught and how we've been taught to be so divisive and so feeling like if we give anybody credit, if I say that I need him, if I say I need the divine masculine, that's me a pick me. I'm not a fucking pick me. I'm being honest. I need that masculine energy. Are you kidding? First of all, me personally, I need masculine energy. Okay. I understand the need for it. It actually allows me to live within the energy that is most suiting for me, which is my feminine. Anytime I feel
And
like
if I
am
say I need you, I'm a simp. Okay, so we can't leave that
exactly,
out.
and that is the opposite. Why? And that's the craziest thing I've ever heard is
Right.
that when we love each other, that's something wrong with that. But as long as we hating each other, and you bitches and you hoes, and you just using each other for fornicating and not really elevating. Long as you just fucking around and not really getting down, we good with that. Because if you're not building, you're destroying. Do you understand that? If you're not building, you're destroying. There is no, the opposite of building is destroying. There's no middle ground. So if you're,
What the sound effects say? Hold up, you got the sound over there.
that's some magical shit. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's true. It's like we need to be working together. That's always been the goal for me. I think I was, and I'm gonna shout myself out because I don't do this a lot. And I think that's some new Leo North Node things. But that I thank divine for my Venus energy. Okay. Venus is my ruling planet. I am a Libra moon, a Taurus rising, and I'm a Pisces sun. And in Pisces is exalted in Venus, or Venus is exalted in Pisces, or something like that. Tell me less knows bodies, you know better. But so all of my energy is Venus. And with this energy though, it's all about love. At the end of the day, it's about love. And I was born with a lot of dark energy. I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of dark energy. And a lot of motherfuckers be testing me, and I'd be like, oh, I be teeter-tottering. I could use that toxic shit real good. I could easily flip it, but I choose not to. I make a choice. We as women, we all have it in us. I've seen some chicks that you would see and be like, she look beat down, and let her step into that dark feminine energy, baby. That's what you're seeing now. When you see these transformations, when you see these women get glammed up and stuff, they're stepping into this energy of, that dark energy is more like sexual seduction. And so with knowing that I have that type of energy and that I don't like to manipulate that energy, it allows me to be able to speak to men in a way that they are able to receive it, and they don't feel as if sometimes I still have a little harshness with it, but I think the Venus energy softens it a little bit. And it's always been my goal to bring again the masculine and feminine energy together, but with the understanding that all energy was created by the feminine energy. Like, we can be cool, but you gotta understand. It's like, well, what? You got to change gods and change jobs if you want to fuck with me. That's what Erykah Badu said. You're going to have to change gods and change jobs, because you're going to have to understand that all the bullshit that, you were programmed. If you flip that shit, it might be right, But right now, what you believe in is not going to elevate us. It's going to hold us down. It's been an anchor for so long, But if you understand that we are both powerful, and we're more powerful together than we are fighting each other for who's the head. Because the thing about the feminine energy is, even though she created everything, she never wanted to rule everything. It was never about ruling. It's never been about ruling. Just because you're the first doesn't mean you want to be the only. You know what I'm saying? You can't help that you're first. You're the beginning. But that doesn't mean that you say I'm the only one. No. that energy is all about expansion. The feminine energy is the creator. It opens up the doors to all the other energy. So when you think about it, once it's the recognition of the fact that this is the creator of all energy and it has settled and it can be respected by the masculine energy, that is when you're going to start to see the harmony. Right now, the chaos is the fact that it's not respected. The energy has come in, but motherfuckers are still fighting against it. They looking dead at it in the face and still like, nah. And it's like, I don't give a shit. It's Kali energy right now. It's taking off heads. It gives no shit about if you respect me. Do you understand I created you? I will, I'm just go ahead and get rid of you and we'll reincarnate you. You'll be back once this energy is 100% here and you ain't got no choice but respect me. Because see, right now you got a choice. We still in and out the energy. You still on that Pisces, I believe shit. But when the knowing energy is entered 100%, that feminine energy is back too. Because when you know, when it's no doubt about it. And so right now, again, we in that chaotic, people trying to accept it because we still in that hazy, Neptunish, believing, dreamy, Piscean energy. We still in that, you could tell us some stories and we believe them as exactly what you're telling us versus as allegories or, what I'm saying? We taking it at face value. We believing in Santa Claus still and shit. But eventually we are still moving out of that. We moving into the knowledge born Allah time. We moving into the knowledge, knowing. We moving from believing into knowing. And once we get there, you can't deny that energy because that's a knowing. That's a fact. It's just a fact. You can't deny a fact. So once we get there, anything that was, it's kind of like, it's the shedding right now going on. It's the growth, but everything that's not going to believe it's going to fall off one way or another. If it's going to come off with Kali's sword, it's going to just fall off by itself, but it's going to fall off because whatever is coming is coming and it ain't stopping for nobody or no energy. There's no energy strong enough to stop it because it's natural. It's the natural occurrence of what is supposed to happen. We can't stop what's supposed to happen. All we can do is go with the flow of it. I'm gonna take a breather.
Breather, okay. Take a breather. I'm gonna play another drink, just cause what I'm saying. Foxxy Roxxi gave me the Holy Ghost. You see what I'm saying? Once you do it, okay. Let's give the Lord a hand clap of praise up in here. You see what I'm saying?
Hallelujah. No, I'm just joking now.
Hallelujah, her. Okay, hallelujah, her. Okay,
hallelujah,
her. Okay. So let's get into this real quick. I know.
Is you faded, so faded, Is you faded, so faded, Who got me faded? 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 Who?
And the beat drop like.
Who got me faded? 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 This paradise somehow related. Reality so complicated. All of this life we don't waste it. Fighting this illuminated. All of my people the greatest. Just trying to get elevated. Switch up these situations. Know why them peoples be hating, debating, and faking all up in your face. Bitches need to be erased. Light it up, give you a taste. Gotta do this for my race. Give it and they will embrace. Use it to heal from the hate. Not that much more we can take. Taking these breaths away. Telling my people to fight back. Gotta think smarter like Chirac. Lighting it up, we make contact. All of these leaders, I like that. Then I switch it up, fast forward. See them flying up, are you ready? Let's go. Better think twice before you go down that road. Can't you see the mind control? Who got me faded? 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 So faded. Yeah, we so faded, yo. Who got me faded? Who got me faded? Who got me faded? Who got me faded? up dizzy. Never felt like this after a Jesse. Skies so shifty. Open my eyes and step on this Remy. Also fighting. Sick of these niggas always debating. Secretly hating. No relation, infiltrating. What do we do with our people? Don't wanna wake up their life being sheeple. Picking that cotton and building the steeples. Raising the system where black is illegal. RBG. These be the niggas that's making you think. Time to get free. Rocking them colors that red, black, and green. When you and me get the coins with artillery. Backing up the extra heat. Warriors, you're feeling me. Time to get down. Gorilla welfare, don't make a sound. Sirens and copters all around. Setting you up to go underground. So you can be fooled. Don't be fooled. Them Hannibal Lecters after you. Time to shoot. Now what you gonna do? Look at your youth and get us some truth. Cut that shit back, then get on the move. Taking the heat for these crystal seeds. If you awake, then you know what I mean. Who got me fighting? 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 Sleep and I'm faded. Eat and I'm faded. Drink and I'm faded. Wake up and I'm faded. Sleep and I'm faded. Eat and I'm faded. Drink and I'm faded. Wake up and I'm faded, yo. So faded, yo. Thinking about our babies, yo. Cause I'm such a lady, it's so hard for me to let it go. I can't let it go, but I'm about to let you know. Keep fucking with our baby. I'ma have to let this power show. Fighting. Who got me fighting? Who got me fighting? Who got me fighting?
Okay.
Well,
Who got me faded?
Okay.
Who got me faded? Who? Hey. What's up?
She know that's my jam. Every time I talk to her, I'll be like, I'm fighting. Okay, I'm saying I'm fighting. So yeah, that was Natural Onyx.
All right.
I introduced you to her as well.
For sure. That's
what
what's
I'm
up.
saying? Look at the family up here. You know, the family ain't playing no games now. Okay?
Yeah.
Look, I don't care nothing about nobody else's music. I got my family up in here. Like, I don't care nothing about your stinking music. You know what I'm saying? When he said to him, baby boy, you'd have built you a little fort, huh?
He built you a little fort.
Fuck your fort. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? That was a toxic ass scene. That was the craziest shit in the world. But that's that. Like, I'm saying in regards to their my references in regards to their family system that they created, you know, at our expense, the things that they have amassed and sought to build, the legacy of ours that they sought to distort and destroy, and how we had a part in the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? As Black men, we had a part in the bullshit. We had a part in the betrayal. We had a part in the devastation and the downplaying of the divine feminine energy, of that divine ascension process. Yes. So the reformation on my end for brothers is we got to step the fuck up and assist with the rising. You see what I'm saying? Yes, assist with the ascension, assist with the reformation. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking
all this
about.
Other goofball shit that's out here. You see what I'm saying? So now it's time to pull your sword and your shield out and be who you say you are. You see what I'm saying? Like, so y'all heard Mama and Koya was like, you want to see the sisters step up? You know what I'm saying? And we will, you know, but not without you. She still was throwing that olive branch, still throwing the rope back like, look, okay, you know, our sisters is the most forgiving, the most loving, the most kind, the most gentle, you know, beings in the universe. But when they call for blood, shit, head's supposed to roll in the fucking street. Like, it's that simple. Listen, you see what I'm saying? Like,
because if they don't, then they
my mama said to me, Foxxi, she was like, because, you know, we thought she had a problem with some dudes. So, you know what I'm saying? The sons is ready for war. They like, she looked at us like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all doing? You understand what I'm saying? We're like, she said, if you ever see me in a fight with the bear, nigga, help the motherfucking bear. I was like, that's sweet. That's sweet.
That's some real shit right there.
Loving, kind. Mama looked at us like we was shout. You understand what I'm saying? We come and try Mother A, and she's like, help. You better help the bear. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? She said, you see me in the fight with a bear, help the motherfucking bear. You understand?
Because she encompasses that energy too. Now it's like this: the female energy. It's beautiful. It can be all of that softness, that loving, that comfortable. Mm-hmm. That could be the most beautiful rose you ever seen in your life. But if you don't protect it, if you don't beat them thorns, she's gonna develop her own thorns to protect herself. And there's gonna be some sharp ass thorns because she created the thorn. Do you understand? She created it. So you either gonna be it or she's going to pull it out of herself. But when she pulls it out of herself, now you can't get close to her. You can't even get close to the rose because she's acting in that masculine energy. And she don't really want to, but she don't know which energy she can trust now because she hasn't been protected. She hasn't felt her own thorns that she gave birth to protecting her. So, again, it is time. It's beyond time, for the ones who, what they say, if you don't, then the ones who make the baby hate whatever Tupac said, hate the babies or hate the ladies or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
He said if we don't, we'll have a race of babies that will hate the ladies that make the babies.
And right now we dealing with that.
Like how prophetic was that? You see what I'm saying? Like how prophetic was that? Crazy.
You got the thorns hating the roses, and you here to protect. You don't even realize that without them there is no you, because that rose is the seed. The rose is the seed. It creates everything. And that's not to be taken lightly. It's not that the male spark is not important. It is. And that is why it was given the ability to have that important. Like I could create by myself, but I'm going to give the importance is that we need to come together. I need you to understand your importance. So we have to come together to create this life. You understand? That is a gift. That X and Y chromosome, that for her to give you that X and why you have some of her and him, but you have both. The feminine is XX. Have you seen what that X look like? Them double X's is big as shit. Because that is this direct connection to that divine. So that's why when he findeth a wife, he findeth a great thing. It's because he got him an oracle. He got him somebody right there. I be thinking, again, and I be thinking this is on my own personal level, that if we was in that beautiful, perfect world where we understood each other, if he understood what he had, he would honor that. He would be so happy. A king loves his oracle. He knows that when he getting ready to go to war, anything happen, he knows that that woman with that one little eyeball that they put in those movies and make her crazy looking and shit. But he knows he keeps that joint. He keeps her right. She up in the castle. She ain't paying no bills. She getting all the, the crazy things she want. They take care of the oracle because when it's time, they come to the oracle and the oracle knows everything. If you ever saw the movie Troy went to his mother. Achilles went to his mother in Troy, and he asked her what his fate would be if he decided to fight in the Trojan War versus if he stayed with the woman, right? And again, he went to his mother. Why? Because she would know. Why? Because she had that connection directly to divine. And that is a beautiful thing, but if you misuse it, and how many of us have been just taught to misuse the woman, the direct connection? And not just misuse it, mistreat it, and teach it how to abuse itself. Not only because the thing about the feminine energy, and I can only speak on feminine energy as in the way in which I interpret it, it desires masculine energy, right? Because masculine is the giver and feminine is the receiver. So of course it's created to desire each other. We have been programmed to go against our own creation. We've been programmed to hit like magnets. Whenever we get close to each other, ooh, they loving each other too much. It's too much love going on. Let's put some bullshit out there because it's too much. We're repelling. So we're going when we feel the need to come together because that's our natural build. That's our natural programming. That's our natural human design. But what is out here in this matrix is more important because we get so caught. That's the thing. We didn't got so caught up in it. And this is why this awakening is so important, because it has to do with us connecting back to the foundational feminine energy within us. It's not just about awakening to the fact that we black or you know, we got that black was here first or any of that. It's about awakening to the fact that the creator of all energy is feminine and it must be protected at all costs. And if we do not protect the creator, then there will be no creations. This is simple information. You know, this is not complicated. I'm not saying nothing high. If you don't protect,
run it back. You got to run it back and then end it off with the
oh no, not that.
I'm saying run it back. Okay, for the
What
quotable.
you do, it's just important that people understand that, like, if I'm creating okay, think about this. I'm at the beach and I'm building a sandcastle, and I know that there are waves going to come at a certain time. But this is like the best. You ever seen some of them banging ass creations out there on the beach? You think they just create that shit and just let the waves do what they do? No. That ridge that takes that weight, that makes sure that shit don't get fucked up, that's that masculine energy. It is necessary. It's supposed to make sure that creation stays there. It is a beautiful creation. You want to see more of it, but it's going to wash away quick if there's no protection there. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that, you know, we are living within our energies. And right now, this energy that is shifted, this energy, this new sun, you know, that people for a long time, you know, I kept hearing we have two suns. We have two suns. You ever heard that? Like recently, like maybe like 10 years ago, kept hearing like we got two suns, two suns. You didn't hear too much more about that. Now you keep hearing we got a new sun. It's hot. This new sun hot. Do you understand that there was a transition between two different suns at one point? That there was a masculine sun and now there is a feminine sun, an actual sun transition, the Ra and the Ray. The energy that you are getting from the sun is different now. The type of messages you are getting are more feminine energy based. You may have gotten more do in the past, and now you gotten more be now. That's why you got more people living as entrepreneurs. You think all this wave that came in, lead the wave. I need to lead the wave. You think this wave that came in was by chance? Or was this energy, the energy of feminine energy ain't about to be doing all that? So when feminine energy come in, I'm not doing all that. Feminine energy came in, opened the door and was like, oh, y'all doing too much. You know, she came in, you know, if I came in with my high heel shoes on and my mink coat on, and I come in and y'all in there with y'all motherfucking football jerseys and y'all funky, y'all need to clean this up. Y'all doing too much. That's how the feminine energy came in. She opened the door and everybody didn't know she was coming. And now that energy is here. It's like, no, it's more about being. It's not about doing. It's about being you. And how are you being you? Connecting to that energy. We've been so disconnected from it. It's not to disconnect from your masculine. It's to reconnect to your feminine so both sides are activated. And that's what it's all about. People believe that when you talk about one side that you're disregarding the other side, but it's not. It's kind of like this side has been stroked and like it's been stroked. We understand this. We don't understand this. So we need to bring this out more. So that's why I overemphasize the feminine energy. Because, that black pride. People say, why we got to have black everything? Because everything was white for so damn long. Why I got to be feminine everything? Because everything was masculine so damn long. The pendulum swings one way for so long. It's held back there so long. When you let it go, it's going to swing the other way, really far the other way for a while before it comes back to the middle where it's going to all be where it's supposed to be. It's going to take a while. So that far left of the feminine is chaos. That's where we at right now. That pendulum went over there and it's like fucking shit up. It's going to fly back to the masculine for a minute. And it's going to move on back until it settles where it belongs.
And if you wise, you'll be in that number when the Saints go marching in. Or they march over your raggedy ass. You understand what I'm saying? If you wise.
Oh,
When the Saints go marching in, you in that number, okay?
Hey, peace, y'all. I see y'all over there. I'm sorry. I get into a mood.
Look. Do not apologize again, okay? Do not apologize again. We know you channeling spirit directly and giving it to us unadulterated. You understand?
Yeah, because I promise y'all, I will not remember none of this shit I said. I'll be like, what? That was dope.
Who you talking about?
Who said that?
I need to interview her.
Well, she need to come on Pronoia. Who is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Oh, okay, girl. I'm just joking.
For real. I got one more joint, and then we're gonna talk about. We're gonna end it on a note. So we got one more joint, and then we're getting up out of here.
Okay.
Wouldn't have had you past your bedtime and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be like, look now, y'all. All right. You know, these my garden hours. I'll be up to 3, 4, 5, 7, 50, 11 down.
No, I take my naps because I'm a cat. So I take my little cat naps. But I got my kittens downstairs, so I gotta go do my mommy do.
Yes, because they will try it. They will try it.
They under my couch.
This Ty here, RBG. Repatriation the situation. I just want to let y'all know I hear all that shit y'all talking. You know in your heart of hearts you can't fuck with this. You knows that. Why I'm tripping, y'all knows that. Let's start talking. Let's get into it. Whoa, hold up, what they talking about? I hear you. Matter of fact, fuck all that they talking about. Fuck all that yakety yak, wanna run they mouth. Machete clappity clap, oh goon run them out. Cross the border, show say arrow, hunt them down. Babaloo, why you clean off, it ain't nothing now. 30,000 in the air, my phone still on. Writing rhymes, earphones, with the kill on. Get the skill on, little homie, the real on. EI's getting the chill on, watching me get my meal on. Take a stand in the wreck, get my build on you. You disrespect the whole set and get your still on. Ma do where you can, get your bill on. Debit card swipe up, performance is getting tighter. I'm older and plus I'm nicer the motion it I sip on. Most of y'all skip the protocol. Trip on forces and slip, bust your head. Train of thought wreck, you there, didn't do what your goon said. Now it's cold red, skeptics is begging me get my heel on. Back like I never left, proper like a sweater vest. I'm the ancestors' favorite rapper, Megadeth. That's true. No guitars though, just a hard flow. That's true. Nicest priest on these beats as far as bars go. A Joshua Eli's on my chest, far as scars go. Stars go, the far go, stand and rock for photo ops. Bypass their own hood like they don't know the block. Faking culture shots like they forgot them struggles. All befuddled when that muzzle blast cats be like. Something attaches beats, concrete, street with sophistication. Repat nation, we deep, baby. Plus RBG certified, fly like the butter with the golden box cutter. Hello, yeah. She's so flirtatious, smile like the Nile, her booty so outrageous. Classic yet refreshing, just to know you is a blessing. Peach schnapps and the flukes, here's a toast to patience. Oh yeah, a closed mouth don't get fed. She came to bed and woke up with your moja on her head. I just wanna see the fam blossom. Inhibitions, I lost them, I'm feeling awesome. My shit. Oh man, Sundiata, I told you they weren't fucking with me, car.
You need to ask yourself that. Why do you eat food? You need to ask yourself, what is food? Because we got consumables, as acidic, dry, whatever you want to call it, and then we got alkaline, wet, real food. We got fake food and we got real food. Now, you growing up in this world, I don't know how old you is. If you my age, you 20, you 28, 29, we is the last ones to know what real is. These jits don't know what real is because they being raised on the fake. So they put the germ in the seed. Roundup ready. They put the germ in the seed. They got fake seeds. So I'm telling you, this is war. Yeah. This is fucking war. You got to learn the real, and you got to decipher from the fake because it's getting hard to tell. And that's my message.
Hey, it's getting hard to tell. For sure.
Huh?
For sure. I love that.
Think that's what's happening out here?
Yeah, for real. Got to be able to decipher from the real from the fake, from the bots, from the knots. Goddamn.
Oh, look, where the magic at? Where the magic at? The magic button. Gotta push the magic.
You got to forgive me.
It's all good. I'm good. Look, I did a small comparative analysis of the Wizard of Oz and the Wiz. It's available on Killer Priest, his podcast. If y'all type in, y'all have some time. You and Sunshine Monet to build with the God Killer Priest. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the Dorothy going from the Dorothy back to her God self. You see what I'm saying? So this divine feminine that's rising, her way was lost. She had forgot who she was. Like her sisters was looking for her. You see what I'm saying? They thought she was dead. You see what I'm saying? Like she was like, look, I'm sick of rulership. Okay, I'm sick of rulership. Y'all got it. I'm out. And she left. And she thought that she could come to Earth and not have to be in that position. You see what I'm saying? So if y'all saw The Wiz, if not, y'all should go watch it. You see what I'm saying?
I like that. I'm going to watch it again.
It's not the same as The Wizard of Oz. You see what I'm saying? The Wizard of Oz had another agenda. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The Wiz was our experience in the sojourn, but more especially to that divine feminine who had lost that knowledge of herself. You see what I'm saying? Who she was in her divine space because of the sacrifice of saying, I don't want to be in this position anymore. So she left and came to Earth. You see what I'm saying? She left and came to Earth, and she was under, look how beautiful Spirit is. She was under the divine guidance of the divine matriarch that was in her life, her Auntie M. You see what I'm saying? Her Auntie M and her uncle in their house. You see what I'm saying? Well, in their apartment. And it was a renaissance of sorts. That divine matriarch was like, it's time for you to go. Like, it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to go have a life. You see what I'm saying? So she was 25 and she was a school teacher, and she was using the fact that she had to take care of her uncle as a way for her not to go and experience life. Yep. You see what I'm saying? That space, right? Dope. So that space, like we'll do it, right? Like, I got to raise these children, and I'm named Mama, and blah, blah, and this, and you go through that space. You see what I'm saying? You're that for a season. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't, her aunt, her uncle, it would have been about the children and the job that she had, and she was a school teacher and all of that. You see what I'm saying? You're more than those things. These things were something, but it took that childlike part of her, that Toto, the dog, it's God. You see what I'm saying? That God aspect of her, the spirit of discernment that was fearless to be able to go out in the eye of the storm, and she went out there to find her child. You see what I'm saying? To find her child that had went out there. So she was afraid to move, so she was propelled to move. She didn't have a choice. You see what I'm saying? Because she went out there looking for her Watoto. She went out there looking for God. You see what I'm saying? Yes. In the midst of the storm, it got taken up into the storm, into Oz. You see what I'm saying? And in that broadcast, I was talking about Oz, and it was like Oz. I told them Oz meant strength. You see what I'm saying? So, they got with the bravado, but I was like, who stronger than a woman? You understand what I'm saying? Like, who stronger than a woman? That's like, whatever the order is, if it's one child or if it's 10 children. You understand what I'm saying? I said, you ever had a human growing inside your body, bro?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yep. I said, we stub our toe, we get a hangnail, we got a headache, we out of there, we out for the count. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking about this land of Oz, you see what I'm saying? When you're talking about this land of Oz, like what's being cultivated, like what's this reference right here? You see what I'm saying? What's this reference, and what needs to be reverenced? This womb space of the universe, this womb space of the mind, this womb space of the body, this womb space of the earth. You see what I'm saying? And what's she receiving? All of this negative self-talk and things like that. So I kind of went through some of that in regards to that. What relation to having that same like looking back to move forward. You see what I'm saying? So she went through all of the processes and the personages because all of these things were disconjointed and now outside of her. So she had to get her head back. She had to get her brain back. You see that? She had to get back into her intuitive nature, and then from her head to her heart, because that's her second head. You see that? Second heart space. You see what I'm saying? So from that head to that heart to that courage.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
see what I'm saying? So from the head to heart to the courage, and no longer be in a position to sabotage herself. So now, after she got all of that together, now she could go back home, like really home. You see what I'm saying? So when she's talking to her sister, so when she's talking to that divine aspect of her higher self, she was like, "You mean to tell me I could have went home anytime I wanted?" So now it's a time for the rising. It's a time for the ascension. It's a time for us to return back home to that womb space.
But I'm there with you.
Going to be in the same space that you were in. You can't go in the state that you're in.
You cannot.
Your head got to be together. Your heart got to be together. It's going to take some courage because it's going to be a fight.
Road. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to be a fight. But you got to do it in a certain
look,
way.
They said you can't carry nothing that might be a load. So the
yes,
things that you carry, like if it's a load, you got to have the burdens. You see like
you can't even go with the flow if you got too much shit with you. You gotta ease down the road. It ain't run down the road. It ain't motherfucking fight down the road. You gotta ease on down the road. No, I feel you. I love that shit. I'm about to watch that shit.
It was one step at a time until it became a natural occurrence, and every time another aspect of her was free, they went back down the road, and it was a different kind of song. It was a different kind of space. You see what I'm saying? So in that space, I just wanted to make that reference with that reverence in regards to the womb. Like they're calling the alternate reality the matrix. Like matrix means mother. So we got to be careful what we ascribing to that false reality. You see what I'm saying? It's unalike. You see what I'm saying? This is unlike. So, the Queen Mother who came up with the concept, Sophia Stewart, when she was talking about matrix, she's like, this came out of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? It means womb. It means mother. You see what I'm saying? So, so this womb space, this mother space, what are they saying about mother? You see what I'm saying? So when Killer Priest came out with the project, when he's talking about mother, I went nuts. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. So listening to mother and thinking about our mother, and this is our mother season for some of us whose mothers have become ancestors. So it's really close to my heart space. It's close to my head space. It's close to my courage space. So this is a womb space that's there that can be neglected, that can be forgotten. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you carrying around a burden, and it's supposed to be light. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be light. You know what I mean? Like, so life don't come without challenges and situations and twists and turns. But where are you in your head and your heart?
Yes.
Do you have the courage to continue on when things get difficult? So with this ascension and this rising, and I'm gonna yield to you, right after this, is you have to remember who you are. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
At the end of the film, she went to the lion. She said, "You're a lion. Be a lion." You see what I'm saying? So what you were saying about going from the do this to do that to being, she said, "You're a lion. Be a lion." You see what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta try to be a lion.
You're God. Like, be God. You understand? You're a lion. Yes. Like, don't let nobody sell you short and get in your way with any of this bullshit. Be who you are. Be who you are. You see what I'm saying? Reclaim your destiny. Click your heels 3 times and say, "There's no place like home." You understand what I'm saying? Don't let them amalgamate. Don't let them, come and try to steal this from you again. You see what I'm saying? Stealing your birthright. Laying claim to something that's rightfully yours. That nature, whoever it is, vanquish their raggedy ass. You understand what I'm saying? Don't look. The sister Evelyn said, "Don't nobody bring me no bad news. Don't let them bring you no more damn bad news." You understand what I'm saying? If they're not bona fide, if they're not qualified, send their ass into the ash can history. You understand what I'm saying? Throw the whole Throw the whole motherfucker away. You understand what I'm
A
saying?
whole motherfucker.
Yeah, put your ass down the toilet. You see what I'm saying?
Flush. I wish I had that effect.
You need
Flush
to be
that
in your
motherfucker.
presence and embrace that the brand new you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
The brand new you. That's you originally.
The original
and
you. The
continue
OG
to it.
you.
You see what
That's
I'm
why
saying?
you had so many people returning physically to their selves, their natural hair, their natural
Right.
states, because we were spiritually. Whatever happens on the physical happens on the spiritual, as within, as without, all that stuff. So we have to understand that it doesn't matter if you play along with it or not. It's still happening. When people was like, if you go to certain areas, you notice the culture is a certain way, and some people know why it's that way, and some people don't know why, but they still go along with it because that's the culture. That is the universe. You're gonna go with eventually. We look at AI, or we look at technology, and I may not like technology. I never really cared for social media, but eventually, in order for me to get my word across certain things, I had to step into those certain platforms. So it was like you have to go with the flow of what is happening, and it doesn't mean you have to use it in a negative manner, in which what I'm saying, because it can be used in any way. Social media I've seen people's IG. Let me just say this: I've seen people's be sitting there with their phone open, and they IG be a bunch of ass and titties and wild shit. And I'm like, where is that on IG? You know why? Because I don't see nothing but a bunch of damn crystals. And I realized that's because that's whatever you at first I had no idea what IG was about. Let me tell y'all, I am like really ancient. Okay. So I had to come to IG because I was doing an interview, and I was told, you on this podcast thing, it's best to be on IG. So I got on there, and I'd seen people within their phone, and I'd be seeing them looking at shit, and I'm like, and I'm looking on my IG, and I'm like, that I thought, I'm thinking maybe we gonna see the same things, but I realized it's about what you focus on, right? That's life. You're not going to see the same things I'm going to see. What's going to be in your algorithm is going to be different from what's in my algorithm. But you understand that that's the outside world. Mm-hmm. In real life, we're all vibrating on the same frequency. So regardless of what's in your algorithm, what's happening is happening. So my algorithm is actually in sync with the frequency of what's going on. Your algorithm is in sync with the physical world. So what you're focusing on and what you're seeing more manifest in your life is the physical, where I'm focusing on is actually aligned with the frequency of the universe, and I'm using this shit to elevate my vibration. We can do that with technology. It's really about what we choose to focus on. And we should think about that in life, period. Whatever you focus on, you're going to see more of. If you clicking on them pictures of the girl shaking their ass and titties, and you wondering why that shit keep coming up in your algorithm, stop clicking on them pictures. I promise you, I don't see nothing but damn crystal jewelry and my friends' funny memes and crazy shit. Other than that, I see a lot of crystals and a lot of stuff about energy healing and, stuff like that. But I didn't even know. I thought there was two different types of IG. I said, well, maybe there's IG XL or some shit, because I'm not seeing what these people. I did not realize. But you know what? Again, that's life. Some people can talk about. That's why I don't like being boxed in or trying to say, everybody's like this or everybody's like that, because everybody's looking at different things in their algorithms in your brain. What's going through your heart, what you done been through, what traumatized you, what didn't traumatize you. I was talking to my daughter again. She's never even had a regular relationship, and I know she's gonna be mad because I'm putting her business out there, but she's never been in a relationship before. So if I talk to her about relationship shit, she thinks I'm fucking nuts. She's like, Mom, what do you mean? Like, I say, man, listen to me. I love to hear you talk, teenager, because you speak from a place with no trauma. You speak from a place where you've not had any experience. It's beautiful to see, but I feel so bad. Because it's like it's a beauty. It's a beauty because I don't want to take that from you. But I want you to understand that maybe I realize that I'm the extremity. Maybe I'm speaking from a place of the trauma that I've been through. And maybe there's a middle ground, right? But I realized that by listening to her, that's for one, how I recognize that, a lot of us, and I speak about the people I know, have been through trauma. We respond to things as a trauma response. So we were talking about relationships, and she was like, "Ma, if somebody don't call you back within a certain amount of time, your mind goes to blah, 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 blah." I said, "You know why your mind does not? Because you've had no experience. There's no thoughts of anything else for it to go to. He didn't call me back. He must be doing what I'm doing, which is going through my phone." But if you've ever caught somebody cheating, or you ever been betrayed or anything, your first thought process is, it may not be if you fully healed. Most of us are not fully healed. That comes throughout your brain. But if you've never been traumatized, you've never been through nothing, then your response is different. And you got healing to do. And the only way to recognize it sometimes is to be in the presence of the extreme opposite. Right? Somebody who's never seen it. That's when you be like, "Oh shit, my response is trauma. I didn't damn, I'm sitting here," because my daughter, I'm thinking she naive and she thinking I'm crazy. But there's a middle ground to this. There's a middle ground between it. And I say all that to say that we are in an era where we are living on a trauma response. A lot of the things we have endured as men and women, Black men and women, have been traumatic. And now we are sensitive to touch. If you've been burned and you go out to the sun, you go outside and that sun come out, even though it's not the same heat that burned you, you still feel it. And so now, again, we are sensitive to information that we receive. We don't believe nothing. If it ain't, we get hell bent on, something that has been stuck with us for so long that we don't want to believe something else because it's traumatic. It's going to be traumatic for us to change our mindset. We've been traumatized too much. We don't want to keep changing our thought process. But we don't realize that what we're doing is we're holding ourselves back from being able to really connect to our true calling of who we really are. Because we can't accept any information because we're afraid it's the wrong thing. And the reason we're afraid is because we don't trust ourselves and our intuition, our inner tuition, our inner teacher, where you pay your inner tuition to, your inside, that inside voice. Guess who she is? That's your divine feminine. You don't trust it. You don't trust yourselves because of all this, because we are just, we're responding to trauma. We've been traumatized. Anytime we start to think something, we feel like, maybe that's wrong, maybe that's wrong. We don't trust ourselves. We don't trust and you know what? They say trust the process. The process is you have to trust that everything that's being destroyed right now is being destroyed for a reason. And if you believe that you are, and this is the thing about why you don't believe you're gods and stuff like that, because if you believe that you were gods, you would sit back with your glasses on and watch the house burn down. You realize that this is being destroyed to benefit you, right? You realize that this is the destruction that is needed in order for everything to go back to the way it needs to be. I'm not saying ever probably were things ever perfect, but there is an understanding that things have gotten out of hand. When we have gotten to the point where we don't recognize ourselves and we are starting to get to the point where we don't even want to procreate with each other, that there is a problem. And we have been made to hate each other as men and women. That now that energy was not only did it run away from what it wanted to do, it was out hiding and it had to come out. It kind of reminded me when you were talking about Dorothy, it also reminded me of like the Lion King. I felt like some trauma happened and she ran away. The dad died, right? But let's just flip it all. Let's just flip it all tonight, since we're talking about the feminine energy. So the daughter watched the mother die. You watch her be destroyed before your own two eyes, and now you want her to step up. And she done ran off, and and when she ran off, guess what? There was some little pigs they put in her way, some little friends she can make to make her feel a little better. And you know what? Like if you put a dog with cats, he started to believe he's a cat, but he's really a dog. And that kind of happened to Simba when he went out into the woods and shit and got up with Puma and Timon, and he started eating bugs and shit and doing shit that, not what lions was doing, and that's kind of like the feminine energy. We get out here and we start acting like what we ain't, because we're trying to protect ourselves. So we living outside. We trying to be whatever it is that the masculine wants, because we want the masculine, right? But we're not really living in our true godly selves, because we wouldn't have to compromise shit. If you realize that you run everything, like Simba was told by his father, you rule over everything. All of this shit, all of that over there, all of this is yours. If you believe that, if you knew that, then you wouldn't lower yourself to eating bugs. You wouldn't be out here hiding out. But the thing was, it was traumatized. It ran off. It was afraid. It was, first of all, it was told it was the bad thing. If you ever noticed that women were always told that it was Pandora's box. You open Pandora's box. Eve ate the apple. She fucked up everything. The woman. So it's because of you. You bleeding because you fucked up. You having babies because you don't you understand that that's always, it's you. If it wasn't for me, motherfucker, you wouldn't even be here. Why are you pointing your finger? It's crazy. So again, Simba went out into the woods, he eating bugs and shit. He living a different life. She out there doing something. She out here doing what she can do, because she just wanna feel love. She wanna feel accepted. But it's time. This time to return. You got to get back to the king. You can't leave forever, goddess. You can't go forever. You see what happened when she left? It got dark. The little skinny motherfucker took over. Shit wasn't right. People wasn't eating. Niggas was starving. Shit was bad. And she didn't want to come back. Why would she want to come back? There was no respect for her. At least she didn't feel that way. She didn't know if nobody was going to accept her when she got back. Were they going to even believe she didn't even know she was the queen no more. I'm just me. No, I'm just me. That's us now. We can't even say I'm a god, because that's, you being blasphemy. Bullshit. I can call myself a bitch, but I can't call myself a god. Who are you? Stop it. Stop with the lies. I can speak the truth, but I can speak a lie, but I can't speak the truth. Stop it. Stop it. So time for Simba to come back. It's time for the comeback. Everything, all the stories are retold over and over. They just told in the way to get your mind fucked up, because they got to tell you the truth. They just ain't they're going to remix it for you. They're going to give you a little remix. But they can't stop what's happening. So they're going to roll with it. They're going to market it. They're going to put it out there. They're going to make movies off of it. They're going to do everything. They're going to blind you to it. They're going to entertain you, to detain you. Because that's what they're doing. They're showing you it so they can keep it really locked within you. They're showing you on the screen so that you think it's a movie. Anything we see on the screen, we see it as an illusion. Even if it's a biography, we still see it as a movie. You see the biography of Malcolm X or whatever, and you still sit there and think it's a damn movie about a man. It's not. It is his real life. And guess what? A lot of these movies is your real history. But they flipping it on you. And nowadays, some shit with the Woman King, they ain't even flipping it. They give it to you and they still don't think you're going to see it. It's right in your fucking face, and we still not going to. So what? Because we trying, you know what they always doing? You know what you do to see if a asleep person is awoke? You do like this every now and then, right? They doing like this. So they doing that. They going to put a couple of things in your face to see if it make you flinch. But y'all niggas ain't flinching. So they just like keep feeding it to them. Don't matter, because as long as we keep showing them, my hands is clean. If you still sitting in your bedroom right now, you staring at that black mirror because you got it on your iPad and you got it on your TV screen and it's on your phone, but it's a black mirror and you consistently do it, that's a choice. And I am not going to be punished for selling you the black mirror because you ain't a choice to buy it. You understand? Like, we all have choices of what we feed ourselves. And again, this is the divine energy, y'all. So I could bounce. Now that you know, I can go all over the place. So you got real. I don't even know what we.
No. What you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't, look. You know I don't even play that, not even a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
The energy just start coming, y'all.
Look, you better go where spirit leads you, and at the end, we're gonna say I say. You understand what I'm saying?
I say.
Look. You know this ain't one of them places, right? This ain't one of them places.
That energy is back, y'all, and embrace it. It is yours to embrace. It is not for anybody else. It is not coming back to save any other being but you. It is your energy, and it wants to be the thing about energy, right? Regardless, you know, we are people, right? But we are energy. What does energy want? It wants to be born. It wants to be birthed. It wants to come out. An idea is energy. When you get an idea, it wants to be birthed. It wants to be born. If you don't do it, it'll go to somebody else and it'll be impregnate them and it will be born through them, right? So all energy wants to be birthed. This new energy is not new, first of all. It's just the return of the great mother. It's the return of that energy. That energy wants to be reborn. Meaning that it wants to be seen, it wants to be heard, it wants to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? And a baby born cries. Why? Because it wants to be acknowledged. Nigga, I am here. It ain't quiet. It ain't in the corner. It ain't like I'm here. It's like, feed me, clothe me, bathe me, take care of me. That's the feminine energy. It's like, listen, it's just like, and just like people say cat, to me, I got 2 cats today, 2 kittens, right? That's that feminine energy. That's that they walk around, they do what the fuck they want to do. My kids thinking that because I had a dog for 13 years, it's totally different energy, right? That's why they say cats and dogs. Even though there are, listen, this is so cool. Thank you, Divine. There are male cats. There are female cats. But cats is a feminine energy. You understand? The way that it moves. It don't matter if it's a man or a woman. It moves like a feminine energy. You can name your cat whatever you want. Basset, Pata, Romeo, Juliet. That motherfucker gonna come when it want to come. Because that's that feminine energy. It's seductive. You ever seen a cat walk? A cat, honey, where do they tell models to walk on? The catwalk, because it's seductive. Okay? That's that feminine energy. Okay? So feminine energy is here. And it's about receiving, and it's about being, and it's about seducing, and it's about being as powerful without being domineering. You understand? Because see, there is power. There is power in the feminine energy. It is not all about just being, listen, first of all, there's power in being soft. There is power in that shit. You understand? If I have seen people when I was working in the matrix, right? I have seen people maneuver with their softness. I'm not that energy. That's not my energy. That's not mine. I love it though. I'd be like, damn, she just got that. She did that. And she did it without even having to raise her voice. She had that. That's that feminine energy. That's that light feminine energy. I like that dark feminine. It's my black moon Lilith is in Scorpio. I love my dark feminine energy, and that's a little less of softness and a little more like you see me, you feel me. When I come in the room, you feel my energy, right? But it's not about taking it to an extreme because it benefits you as well. Because when you feel me and you interact with me, I'm giving back. You know what I'm saying? But I know that you're going to cut. I'm pulling you towards me. I'm no longer waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing it. My energy is pulling you. And that's the thing about feminine energy. It is no force. It's not about force, even on the dark side. And that's the difference between dark feminine energy and masculine energy. A lot of people think that dark feminine energy is masculine energy. Like the opposite of feminine is masculine. The opposite of light feminine energy is dark feminine energy, just like the opposite of light masculine energy is dark masculine energy. So when a woman when they say, oh, she acting like a man, not necessarily. She may be stepping into that darker feminine energy, but she's doing it in a toxic manner. You know, she's using it in a different way. Now, there is ways to step into a masculine energy. That's totally different. But we have to really, I mean, tonight, I really want to get into the fact that the divine feminine energy is not just one way. And this energy that is in right now, that we're dealing with right now, you are seeing the destruction, but you know, you got to rip up, you got to tear and plow at some of the land before you can plant the seeds and see the beauty and all that great stuff. You want to see all the beautiful trees and all that shit, but you got to tear some shit up sometimes. You know, you got to get rid of all that shit that you didn't want. If you don't want ragweeds growing, you got to pull that shit up from the roots. Because if you just pull up the top, it's going to grow back in. And now again, you got something that's not feminine. You got feminine and that is intertwining, and that's not the energy that is here right now. This is full-fledged feminine energy coming in.
Where's the magical chime? Okay, that was all magic. Okay. Bam. All right.
Hey, y'all.
We at the end. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep her up all night. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we 2 hours. Look at that. Exactly 2 hours, which is a beautiful feminine energy. One represents the male, and 2 represents the female, because it creates the 3.
That's right. That's it. Yeah.
Peace and blessing, Diamondback Entertainment. Hit me up on Pronoia.
Yes. You need to be on her live, and she need to be on your live.
Absolutely.
You need to be on her show. She need to be on your show. Look, let me tell you something. God herself brought everybody. Look. They don't be coming out to see me, okay? They be like, whatever, yeah, whatever. Because I be on too much. You understand what I'm saying? I be on too much. I be on too much. And you know, because you be on the most, like me. You see what I'm saying? So they be like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know what I mean? We be on.
Hey, we got to.
Yeah, they'd be like, I don't know, I catch the replay, you know, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the beautiful, thing about it is, sharing the space to be able to allow the truth to be told. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Like we in this space where we talking about, well, I'm just living in my truth. I want to express my truth and all that other bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the truth is the truth. The truth don't belong to me or you.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? So we are conduit for truth. Truth don't need us to defend it.
Nope.
Truth don't need us to apologize for it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't be taking none of that apology. Like, throw that shit in the ash can of life. Like, throw that shit away. You see what I'm saying? If you said something and it was the truth, it was the truth.
It's the truth.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the truth is a double-edged sword, like the scriptures say, because it can cut you with it. You are speaking it and conveying it, and you can be cut with the same truth that you spoke. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's why they call that tongue like a double-edged sword, like the truth. You see what I'm saying? In that same kind of manner. You see? So all of it is there, and it's written, and it's to be revealed, and it's to be conveyed, because we're living in a time of revelations. You see what I'm saying? So we're seeing all of these things coming out. But before now, we was in that time of the book of Daniel. It was like, seal these things up because it's not time. But now we're living in the time where the kingdom is at hand. You see what I'm saying? So seal these things not out. Go prophesy unto nations. You see what I'm saying? And let them know. Put their raggedy ass on notice. Either you're going to get with this shift or your ass going to shift. You see what I'm saying? My godmother told Adam Schiff, she said, Adam Schiff, shift your ass up out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, shift your ass up out of here with your raggedy ass. You see what I'm saying? My godmother don't be playing no game. And that's who astutely trained me in the art and the science of the divine feminine, of Mother God, who taught me and trained me and whooped me into the space of where my life, understanding my life journey, because my life journey always been this way, but understanding why. You see what I'm saying? Why? So, y'all can give credence to my mother and to my godmother and to so many of those God being women along that path that allowed me to have that kind of respect. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm gonna
shout
give
out
brothers
to
a
them.
jewel, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna give brother a jewel real quick. If you want to know something about women, ask women.
There you go.
Don't listen to your dumbass friends. You
There you
understand
go.
what I'm saying? Like, just be quiet sometimes. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? And if you want to know something about a woman, you don't want to generalize or fuck it up like we be fucking it up and generalizing. Just go ask a woman.
Just ask.
And be quiet. You see what I'm saying? You want to know something about that divine God? Go ask her. You understand? Don't stop asking him. He don't know shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know shit. That's like asking somebody who just got to the party what happened before they got there. They don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I like that one.
This
I like that
space
one.
of creation, the last thing to be made on the planet Earth, not created, is talking about everything that came before it as if they know. They don't know a fucking thing. They just got here. You understand what I'm saying? So they coming around classifying and shit. That's why the Adam story is all fucked up, because this disconjointed thing is on the planet that was made a failed science experiment and was given dominion. You don't have something that you made that was fucked up and then give it control. You see what I'm saying? That's why the story don't make no sense.
Right.
The story don't make no sense because it's like, okay, but it make all the sense in the world because our ancients was like, this thing is coming on the planet and it's about to fuck it up. Don't mess with it. Don't go nowhere near it. And what we do, black men, we take our raggedy ass over there and try to mate with it of all things. Disgusting motherfuckers, you like. So whatever happened to your ass, you know what I'm saying? In that process, you deserve to happen. You know what I mean? So when the flood come and wash your raggedy ass out, like, look, you're supposed to get washed the fuck out. And you see these floods that's happening because you in this space when you doing this weirdo shit. Oh, you just got to be destroyed. What you said earlier, God, he was like, look, we're gonna resurrect you, but you're gonna get fucked up right now.
You gotta go. You gotta come back when shit is right, because you ain't gonna help us get it right. You gotta go.
Yeah. So continue, on this path of elevation and this rising. You see what I'm saying? I've been talking about y'all rising signs. You see what I'm saying? This stuff rising on the planet and coming from Mother God herself. You see, they just have some tornadoes. They just sporadically in Georgia and in Alabama, like a couple days ago, like over the weekend. It's like, all right, oh, y'all think it's a game? Oh, we're just gonna have some tornadoes to go with your mimosas. You understand what I'm saying? Like tornadoes and mimosas and shit. You see what I'm saying? So there's a centering. There's a balancing situation. We went through 2022. That's an equality year. You see what I'm saying? And there's a leveling process that's taking place, and we're going into a God space. You see what I'm saying? So either you God or not. Are you God or not?
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? So, and if you thought you was God and you don't have it, your chin better be strong. You understand what I'm saying? Because your ass about to get knocked out. Son, the words of my mama, help the motherfucking bear if you on that side. You understand what I'm saying?
Bear.
So final thoughts from you guys. We know we love you. We know this is your place over here. You see what I'm saying? In addition to your home, you got a home over here, but you have a place here. You understand what I'm saying? So final thoughts, something you want to give us from spirit, however you want to do it, and then tell the folk about everything that is Pronoia Starseed Podcast, merch, all of that greatness that is you.
Final thoughts. Let me see what spirit got to say. Yeah, you are God. Know that. Connect with your feminine energy. Whatever you choose to do this year, just know that everything is coming to you because you are God. You don't have to beg. You don't have to plead. You don't have to do none of that shit. All the shit they've been telling us we had to do for currency is burning up our natural currency. Stop burning up all your energy. Stop wearing it down. Start focusing on yourself, because what you focus on is what you build. Your heart space, how you feel, is the most important thing. That's why they play on your emotions. Keep your emotions intact. Pay attention to what you give your emotions to, and stay focused, because you are God for sure. And that's some magical shit. Y'all can catch me over on Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Again, Pronoi is Pronoia Starseed Podcast. That is my podcast over there on YouTube and on Facebook. Follow me on IG. It's Pronoia Starseed Podcast. I have Pronoia Starseed Podcast merch coming out. That's what we're working on in the month of January. So you'll be seeing it rolling out as soon as my podcast is back. We are back in February, but don't think I'm sleeping because I've been everywhere, y'all. So follow me on IG because you'll see where I'll be next. I don't know yet. Y'all, I'm everywhere. Again, I'm a cat mom and I'm a mom of 3 beautiful goddesses. So I'm always busy, but I'm always available. If you ever feel like you need to tap in, catch me on IG. You can always inbox me. You can always send me your music if you're a dope ass artist. Like I was telling Knowledge, those artists, yes, I'm definitely going to connect with my brother about those artists that was here because they was dope as shit. Y'all, my Starseeds, I know y'all love that music, so we're going to have to get them over there on Pronoia. But also, don't ever forget, I'm over here on Do the Knowledge Radio every other Saturday on Do the Knowledge, Lord, on Seeds of the Sun podcast with my sister, Sunshine Monet L. And I love her. And we do Seeds of the Sun. We talk about all type of topics. So make sure you're tapping in every other Saturday there. Also, I have a show on Pronoia Starseed Podcast we will be doing once a month starting in February called Pronoia After Dark. That there is all about divine sexual energy, about how we use our sexual energy, what it's for, how we can tap into it. We talk about the chakras, activating them. We have sex doctors. We got everybody coming there. So make sure you tap in. It'll be once a month. Also have an all audio podcast that is coming out called Down the Foxhole by Foxxy Roxxi. And that there is very personal podcast where I talk about my life, how I grew up, how I became Foxxy Roxxi, things I've been through, the things I've seen spiritually that got me to where I am right now, and all the funny shit, because I am funny as fuck, for real. I laugh at myself daily. Maybe I just think I'm funny. I don't know. But anyway, that's where you can catch me. That's where you can catch me, and you can also catch me again. I'm going to tap it with my sister Danielle on Virgo Virgin Talk. You'll probably catch me again on Do Knowledge Radio before I'm back on my show again. Hopefully you invite me back.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes. You can always catch me on IG. I'm always over there live. Again, it's Pronoia Starseed Podcast. And it's your girl, Foxxy Roxxi. That's it. That is it. Okay. Yes. Look, they said show enough over here. They ain't playing them out over here. You see what I'm saying? Don't ask my neighbor. She sang it. She said, look, I was gonna fuck it up. No, you just stick to. Yeah, that's my joint. Yeah, you just have the store open when we come in here. Don't be saying nothing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be telling me. Okay. Right. But if I have too many spirits, I don't care. Look, I don't care how I sound. I'll be like, nice like come to me. I know that's right. You see, I love you. Yeah, that's my joint, girl. Come to me. All right. Well, you know what? We might pop over on IG and start singing. Catch me over there, Danielle. Look. Hey. That's all I got. I got the rabbit. But shout out to y'all for being a great audience tonight, too. Shout out to all of y'all who tapped in tonight. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you, Starseeds and new people I've never met before, but I hope you be tapping into Pronoia and tap into Seeds of the Sun and catch me all over the place. Yeah, it's been fun tonight, yo. Thank you, Knowledge, for having me here. It's always good to see you, to tap in with you. You always activate. I swear, I got to look at your human design because you always activate certain parts of my brain to get me to thinking and tapping into that divine feminine. So I appreciate your divine masculine energy. I really do. Shout out to you, Knowledge Born Allah. You know what I'm saying? Let's give the Lord a hand clap of praise one more again, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses, gods and gods, one more time for the amazing, the powerful, and the intuitive God herself, Foxxy Roxxi. Hey. Gang, gang. Let's start the show. Look, we just started the show just now. Okay, all that was warm up. That's just the beginning. Right, yep, now. The credits. All right, so we're like, what? Yeah. So in today's news, People got me fucked up. Let's start.
Right.
The following people got me fucked up after 11.
Right.
That and more after 11. Yeah.
My kind of so yay, we just started over here, girl. First of all, oh yeah, that's right. Y'all ain't gotta go work either. Y'all like, yeah, I'm up shit. We off the
Martin Luther the King Day. King.
Shout out to the King. Shout out to the dream. Shout out to the King.
The King Day. Okay, they got Martin Luther the King Day.
King.
Okay, so between Martin Luther the King Day and Aaliyah Day, because y'all better go turn on some Aaliyah, rock the boat, you know what I'm saying? Four-face letter and all that other stuff. It's Aaliyah Day. You see them?
Do the knowledge after dark. Oh shit. Hey.
Be careful what you ask for now. Okay. Be careful what you ask for now.
Hey.
Let me tell you something about some of the
stuff.
My God. Look, you heard the voice tone change like.
What you ask for now?
Hey, Michael Jackson said, "You want to be starting something? Got to be starting something." Hey, don't be messing around to get the boat rocked now, because we rock the boat over here. I just, Aaliyah just was like, "Hey."
Diamond said she in a semi truck at the truck stop watching. She had to go to work. Oh. I see, and look, you still here. That's what's up. See, that's gang. That's what I'm talking about. And let me tell you something. Let me just say one thing before we go out. If you got a dream, if you got something you want to do it. I don't give a shit if nobody supports you, do it. When I got ready to do my podcast, I was nervous as hell. Nobody's going to watch me. What do I have to talk about? Okay, I got one call in to talk about this. When I'm done talking about this, then what I'm going to do, Spirit, just do it. Just start it. Once you start, and you allow divine to lead you, you will go where you need to go. And guess what? The people that need to hear you will find you. So know that no matter if every time you came on, there's a 0 in that corner, one day there's going to be a 1. And then there's going to be a damn 2. Eventually, there's going to be 200. Then there's going to be 300. Just keep going. And it's not about who's watching you. It's about just getting that message out. Because they may not watch you now. Believe me, there's a lot of beautiful painters that were not famous while they were alive. But when they died, honey, the Picassos became very expensive. So just know that you are valuable. And what you have to say needs to be heard. So don't ever silence yourself. For a long time, I was very quiet. A lot of things I had to say, and I thought, a lot of people, the way they treated me, I allowed that to determine who I was and what I was going to do. See, Diamond, that's spirit talking to you. Don't let anything discourage you from saying what you need to say, because you are put here for that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't say it, who will? Nobody. That energy will die. And you know what's worse than a gift that's misused is a wasted gift, a gift that never been unwrapped. So unwrap your gift. Be who you're supposed to be, and don't let nobody discourage you. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. I don't give a rat's ass if nobody watches you. Eventually, guess what? They're gonna watch. If you build it, they will come. That's all I gotta say. Y'all magical. I love y'all.
If you build it, they will come. And we going to the after party, okay? If they're singing over there, don't have me in no karaoke, okay?
I would, but my phone died, Yoki, so I'm about to charge this motherfucker up, y'all.
If y'all go live, let me know. I'm going to the after party.
I'll let you know, shout it.
Let me know, shout it. You know how you be talking. Let me know, shout it. Let me know something, shout it.
Gang. I'm in the mood.
All right, y'all. We is out of here for now.
Peace, y'all.
Okay.
Universe always working in your favor.
Yes. Pronoia After Dark. Do the knowledge after dark. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Or peace. Just different.
Yo, peace and black power. It's your brother Knowledge from alive. Do the Knowledge Radio. The place where knowledge is born.
Knowledge Radio.
This is 3K.
Think Tank.
This is 3K. This is 3K.
I swear that knowledge is born. It's where I swear that knowledge is born. It's where I swear that knowledge is born. It's where I swear that knowledge is born. Who ducked, who drew down, return fire. We're the warriors, the healers, enlighteners, enlighten us. I'm tired of the same old, that game old with an upgrade. I'm a sunbathe in the sun rays while my guns blaze and they complain. Devil, my level not attainable. My metal not malleable. I'm a man, didn't need that manual. Reparations is incalculable. Yeah, we wanted in blood, dead in the begging, head in the beheading, metal to the meddling. Members is aggressive, getting to the Armageddon. Karma, seem calmer when it comes to retribution. Catalyst in my clips and I use them on traitors and haters and the ones that spread confusion. Cause the devil's playground wasn't built for our amusement. Hey, meet me at the guard hour. Hey, in these strange days, you gon' need a strong counter. Spin like Beyblade. Impenetrable armor, Orient aura. This story, this saga get gory before it get calmer. Keep holding that revolutionary posture. 85 on dip and dodger, but when they get monster, they turn into MC Light, earrings, and become door knockers. I'm irate, they pirate the culture, send them to Davy Jones' locker. It's okay. Let them think that you lost it. Be patient, this type of thing you can't force it. Play possum, but nah, not know about the road. Then they can't comprehend cause the language is coded. We plan ideas and we plan explosives. Make your pockets go from more bits or more bread. The portal done open, they can't close it. You ain't got a sideline, you can cause more risk. No set birth date, no Dorian Gray portraits. It's about to get ugly and these devils can't forfeit ancestral memories, so no, I won't forget. What we building is an impenetrable fortress for sure. Every show is just like a course ship, and my flow for sure tighter than your gal's corset. It's okay. We are the source, you can't outsource it. Even Spartans don't want no parts, Neff. What do you know? Before you know it, 3,000 wild Africans at your doorstep. Hey, meet me at the guard hour. Hey, in these strange days, you gon' need a strong counter. Spin like Beyblade. No, we will not cower while the rest they play safe. We will move with God's power. This is not for play. Honor my ancestors, play the Orient day. Peace to you, loved ones, stay dangerous and stay safe. AKAs and AKs coming to make their caves cave. Wreck the race like take case, stay dangerous and stay safe.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them that in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? So no more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get back to the
motive is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.